Okay, I've been meaning to do a video on this older Radio Shack amplifier I got at a garage sale. It's only a mono, it's not stereo, but it does have connections for like common and 8 ohm speakers and 4 ohm speakers and 16 ohm speakers. Not sure what this is for, 70 volts. But anyway, it's got 2 inputs. One's for phono, and the other one is just auxiliary, and then you got your ground for your turntable. This is, yeah, I got this for like $10 years ago. And I mean, I don't know how old this is, but I love old electronics. Radio Shack, too bad they're out of business. They used to be fun to go out there and play with it. But I'll hook this up and show you how it all works. Then I've got this sound mixer, which is also realistic Radio Shack stuff. Used to belong to my dad, and when he passed away, I just grabbed it. But yeah, it still works. The only thing I'm not sure about is even when it's off, the lights are still dim. Let me turn it on and see how much brighter it goes. See that? It doesn't really, that's off. But it's almost like it's still on, but it's not, because you can't use it any shape, form, or way. So I'll hook up the speaker. I've got another, an old radio I'm going to hook up right here. I got to go get it. It's in the garage. I'll hook it all up and we'll play with it for a little bit. But yeah, I thought this was interesting. It's also got inputs from microphones. This has all sorts of inputs and outputs. Let me show you. There you go. Yeah, you can do all sorts of stuff. You can put 2 phonographs. You can magnetic, ceramic. Well, I guess you can put more than that. I never realized that. Wait a minute. Yeah, this is phono 1, phono 2. Okay, yeah, that's 2, depending on what you got. Then you got tape in, auxiliary, and tape out, main out, which I'll connect this to that one. Okay, because this is like a preamp. So yeah, fun stuff. And then you've got microphones. Okay, and I'll hook up, and I even have, I have a realistic microphone, huh? But still works. On and off switch. All right, so let me hook it all up and we'll do a quick test. Maybe play an old record or something, just to give you an example of how it all works. All right. Okay, I went and got it. This thing, long story short, the CD player doesn't work. The cassette player doesn't work. The radio does work. The dial was broken, but I fixed that. The record player does work. So I've got it hooked up to the auxiliary on this one. I got the microphone hooked up to this one. And I got the sound mixer board thing connected to the amplifier. So let's play with this. All right, first I'm going to turn this on. Let's see. Yeah, everything's on. All right, so let's do this. So you control this.
In the parlor, by the front door, in the kitchen, they put the lights out in the parlor. They put.
Okay, let me get my mic. I'll turn it on. Testing 1, 2, 3. See, that works. Testing 1, 2, 3. Whoa! Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, let's put a little music. You do karaoke with this.
There was just one light they couldn't dim.
So you can see that it works great.
In the kitchen,
I mean, I don't even have this up at all. The music. Yeah. All right. I'll let you listen to the music. If you have any questions about this vintage electronics, let me know, but it works great. I had to go find a record that was not a copyright issue. And I've had this on YouTube before, so hopefully it'll be fine. Yeah, if you enjoyed this video, let me know. I'm going to keep this stuff till I die, I guess. And then somebody can have it when my wife has a garage sale or something. But yeah, fun stuff. Still works great. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button. That's important. And if you have any comments, questions, feel free to ask. All right, catch you on the next video, which I think I'm going to have to work on my water heater tomorrow or the next day. So subscribe. I'm going to change the anoid rod. It's been 3 years since I've done it, so I'll do that on the next video. All right.